Hello and welcome to the filler segment. I am your host, Brian, alongside with Will, the real Joe Richmond. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Today's episode, we will cover the WWE's Netflix premiere, John Cena's final run, and AEW moves smaller venues and using the bigger venues for the pay-per-views. Before we crack on with today's episode, just a reminder you can support us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitch. All right, Will, it's a nice Saturday morning. How's your weekend started off so far?
It's freezing up here, man. I'm not even going like this is what people like to call football weather up here. This is part of the season where
not me.
Well, no, of course not. Of course not. You got baseball weather out there. But no, it's cold, it's windy. Don't make me miss home none with the wind, but so far so good. Kids got a 3-day weekend after just going back to school on Thursday. They don't have to go home. Yeah, so they already get a day off coming up, but it is what it is. Everything's
they get they're 3 weeks here.
I wish.
And for spring break, they get 2 weeks. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Definitely
yeah, so guys, we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna talk about my WWE Raw premiere. Going to be happening in Los Angeles, California, at the Intuit Dome, the new facility they have in LA. I mean, if you want to, I don't know if it's LA, but it's outside of LA.
Inglewood, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Inglewood. Next to
the Lakers played in Inglewood for years. They were still called the Los Angeles Lakers. When they moved from Minneapolis, they went to Inglewood. So that's still.
But they got because they got. It's actually not too far from the airport.
Okay.
Inglewood's right next to the airport, so but they have the Intuit Dome there, they have the Forum, and they have SoFi. So
yeah, that's all LA, man.
SoFi is huge.
Yeah, what is it, like 80,000 seats or something ridiculous like that?
I mean, there's a lot. It goes underground.
Oh, does it?
So the mid level of the stadium is ground level.
That's interesting.
And then you drop down if you're going to the lower level.
Okay, that's interesting.
And it's open. And it's open air.
Is it? Yeah, because I know like the roof, it's not a retractable roof. It's like
open air. So the front of the stadium is open.
Like an airplane hangar almost.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So for this Monday Night Raw, guys, there has been speculation that Becky Lynch is making her imminent return to Monday Night Raw. And it's supposed to be
talked her up.
And it's supposed to put her into a big time program for WrestleMania.
Of course it is. Title shot for Becky, like always.
Yep. So
won't be surprised if she wins the Royal Rumble.
What's his name? Was glad to have her back. Triple H.
Yeah, I mean, she's regardless of how I personally feel about Becky Lynch, she's definitely a draw. She's she's been at the top of the women's division, either as champion or just putting talent over. It's safe to say that out of the 4 horsewomen, she's probably number 2 as far as like the direction that her career has gone in. So, and it'll help. Not saying that the women's division is like floundering right now, but the more star power, the better. You know what I'm saying? And right now, as much as it pains me to say it, there really is no bigger star in the women's division than big time Becky Lynch. So cool.
Yeah, I mean it's just rumors. It probably could happen, but we'll see. Maybe she is maybe just staying at home taking care of the baby.
Yeah. I mean, which again, nothing wrong with that. You got to be a parent, but if she's getting thrown into a big program, let it be. Let it build. Like you said, for WrestleMania, it's January now, so you got time to kind of let it cook. But don't just put her back into the title picture already. We've seen that with her. We've seen that with Charlotte. We've seen that with another talent whose name I refuse to mention that no longer works for TKO Holdings right now. But I mean, if it'll boost. I don't know if ratings are a thing anymore with Netflix, but it'll definitely get people watching if she's back.
No, because for AEW they had like 600,000 regular cable people, but who knows how many on Max?
Right.
I don't know if they ever came out. So
I still got to check out some of that old stuff. on Max. I'll do that later today.
Yeah. All right, so we have Big Time Bex coming back. Also, if you've been seeing the vignettes with Penta's reportedly was supposed to make his debut Monday night into it, but I don't know if he's going to get the pop because a lot of WWE fans are not wrestling fans; they are WWE fans.
Right. I mean,
But
I don't know.
they'll have enough. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
because it's LA and he's worked Los Angeles. You know, he's worked Los Angeles a bunch. So
Yes.
those you know what I'm saying, those fans that are there that will know who he is, he'll definitely get a big enough pop. Now, if he in fact is Ray's partner, I have a theory, and this never turns out good for you. Notice every time Ray picks a partner, somebody always turns on him.
Yeah.
Every time he picks a partner, somebody always he tried to click up with Edge, and his son turned on him. I forgot why Batista. Well, Batista was probably just sick of him, dragging on his coattails anyway. But it literally seems like every time Ray tries to make a new friend, one of the old friends turns on him. So my question is now, do we? And I've read this online too. Do we get or do we see a Dragon Lee heel turn?
I don't know.
We get Dragon Lee versus Ray sometime down the line as a dream match because everybody, this generation, there's a lot of guys who want to get in there and work with Lil Ray. So maybe Penta does, the tag match with him or helps, and then Penta turns on him, and then we get Penta versus Dragon Lee or Penta versus Ray or whatever the case. Kind of have Penta kind of kill time until his brother gets there and see what happens from that. But I don't know. I'm not really I'm not really feeling this one because it's Ray, but at the same time he's so I think something's gonna happen because he doesn't pick new friends too well.
Okay. So what else would happen? You see, maybe I hope he doesn't join LW. I know that for sure.
That would be the worst case scenario. That would be the absolute worst case scenario if he ends up putting on that T-shirt because he doesn't need it. He doesn't need them. He's a big enough star on his own, So hopefully, Penta gets to be his own man and make.
Yeah, we don't need another. Yeah, we don't need another LWO member, man.
No, we don't need another LWO
because they already got who? Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin, Selena.
Almost like Carlito, but he's in a different group.
But they're going to beat the New Day now. Now it's going to fizzle out everything the New Day did.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially if they don't make this heel turn with Kofi and Woods work somehow.
Or, he turns on Ray and has Ray lose, like you were saying.
Yeah, I would. Listen, anything that would constitute an Ray L, sign me up. 100%.
Okay. Also, rumor on the street that The Rock is going to be coming back. He can either appear during or after the Bloodline Tribal Combat. Are we setting up a Roman and Rock WrestleMania?
I think so. It's time. You don't necessarily need Mania to put the belt back on Roman. You didn't need Mania to put it on him the first time when he had it forever. They did that at SummerSlam, but I believe that this is that you have to, first of all, because we were supposed to get it last year and didn't. So you absolutely have to, which just leaves questions about who's gonna walk in as champion and B, who's gonna face the champion, and you gotta figure out Royal Rumble winners, and like him showing up just kind of shakes everything up. And I mean it makes it interesting though. Like I'm not gonna lie, it does make it interesting, but it kind of shakes everything up. But you have to start putting that together for Rock and Roman right now.
Yeah,
don't cost Roman the tribal combat match though, because I don't think I want to see another X amount of months of Solo as the tribal. I don't want to see that.
We can have Roman win. He's a tribal chief again. The Rock comes out afterwards and sets up another tribal chief
match.
Yeah, for the final tribal chief.
Yeah, because there are no more elders left. Really, like Rikishi, I
No.
guess you could throw him in there, and because he's like the only active one still affiliated with WWE. But you gotta start setting it up with them two now. Because like I said, we were supposed to get it last year, so you gotta.
Yeah, but they can't do it last minute.
No, you got to do it like now.
Right.
Like starting Monday. You got to do it starting Monday. It has to.
They waited till last minute last year.
They did. Excuse me. They did, and I think that had a lot to do with the whole, changing of the guard with administration, and then The Rock, getting what he was getting from TKO and putting, getting in his position and everything. But right now, this is the perfect time. You got to try to play it out going through the Rumble, and then let that lead into WrestleMania because we're getting close.
But also, word on the street is that it's possibly Punk and Roman at WrestleMania
because of the favor, probably.
Because Punk finally gets his main event at WrestleMania,
and the only way he probably thinks he can get a main event is if he's in there with Roman, who's main evented 7 or 8 or so wrestling. Not even.
I'm just saying, but because that's the everybody gives him a hard time because he's never main evented WrestleMania,
and that's his surefire way of getting into the main event is to get in there with Roman.
Well, speaking of Punk,
that makes sense.
Yeah, speaking of Punk, him and Seth are going to be going at it. I hate that guy, man, with a passion, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm not a fan of him. I tried. I tried again, right? My daughter liked him. I tried. I bought a Punk shirt when he was in AEW, but I tried. After they fizzled, kind of, he thinks he's better than he is.
A lot of guys think like that, though.
I know, but he really thinks he's better than he is.
Yeah.
So MJF might act like that on screen.
Just took the words out of my mouth.
He doesn't act like that in real life.
I don't know that. That's
yes. Unless he's like at an event, whatever, he stays in character. But they said backstage, he's like one of the nicest people on earth.
Yeah, I've heard stories about him being very helpful backstage and everything like that.
Punk, not so much. Not being a nice person.
Since he came back though, he's
yeah, because he don't want to go. He came back because he was broke.
You think so?
Yeah. Where was he getting money from?
From Tony Khan.
Mm.
Or did he void his contract?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey.
It was fire cause because he fought right in front of the boss backstage.
Okay, I didn't really get into the details of the paperwork.
Hey, go to work tomorrow. Get in a fight. See what happens to you.
Oh well, no, I know that much. Yeah, but it's professional wrestling. Like
I understand that, but usually they keep it backstage. But people are blabbering their mouth about it now.
And that kind of had probably forced TK's hand to really do something. But I wouldn't think that he was broke. I wouldn't say broke.
Okay, not broke, but he had no more money coming in.
In need, yeah, he kind of needed. Yeah, 100%.
Him and that ugly ass dog could go. Could go back somewhere because I hate that. I hate that dog.
Leave Larry alone, man. Larry didn't have nobody.
Kenny took care of Larry during the fight. Kenny Omega didn't even get in the fight. Then he took care of Larry.
No. Right. So see, Kenny like Larry. You like Kenny. So that's
another thing. Punk thinks he could beat everybody up,
except for them people he fought doing MMA.
God, they whooped his ass, didn't they?
Whooped his ass good.
He didn't even I don't even think he got a punch in, man.
I don't think he did. It wasn't for him. He's,
But no, I'm saying, but
he was good on heels, though.
He had the interview saying, "Oh, you don't want to do that, whatever, blah blah."
Yeah,
dude, just because you fought two fights in UFC, you think you really could just?
I can understand if it was like Lashley or Jake Hager or even
Batista,
but. They got wins. Even Grant Hill's daughter got a couple wins fighting MMA. But
Herschel Walker did.
We ain't gonna talk about him.
I know, but I don't like. I'm just saying.
But yes, yeah. To your point, absolutely yes.
Sorry, Jake Hager's the same way as Herschel Walker. You know that, right?
Yeah, but it's a little different for me because it's Herschel Walker.
But Jake Hager was very vocal on X about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
I think he had CTE, man.
He did not. Who, Herschel Walker or Jake Hager? Because I know
both of them.
Walker does. I know Herschel Walker does. He played in the NFL in the '80s. He is knocked silly.
Both of them.
That dude is knocked silly. Hager wouldn't surprise me none. I don't
He
know.
was a collegiate wrestler, so they hit their head on the mat.
Yeah. Yep. You wouldn't. JR wouldn't let us forget about Jake Hager's collegiate career.
Okay. So we'll move on, guys. We're going to talk about we got a last woman standing match for the title. I think we're going to have a new champion.
I don't think so.
I do. There's no
so.
other. They want it for big on Netflix. They're going to have it first Netflix. Trust me. Hear me out. They're going to have a big title change. Just like they had a title change. I can't believe they had the title change on the first 3 hour SmackDown.
Why not? You gotta. It was 3 hours. They had to do something.
I don't like her.
Me neither. You're not alone.
How about rated R, FTR, rated FTR, whatever you want to call it?
You know, I'm not even. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to rated R cope before we end this. I just to make myself just saying it.
Well, we'll save that for the last. We're on the last segment of AEW, so
as far as the title, I mean, I understand, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the only title up for grabs, is it?
Yeah, because they're not having the women's IC's not
right, and they're not doing the tag titles at all, are they?
Nope, of course not.
Yeah, so I mean, if that's the case, then yes, definitely.
And they're saving the U.S. women's belt for Saturday Night Main Event.
Yep, for San Antonio.
Meech better get it this time.
I hope so. I really do, because I mean, Chelsea Green is very entertaining, but
did you see her? What she was wearing?
Yes, and Michael Cole. I mean, Corey Graves called her a proud American. I mean, she's legal. She did, she did get her citizenship and everything. But yeah, go ahead and put it on Rhea. But at the same time, I can see it not happening for whatever reason. Liv kind of weasels her way out. At some point, do you book somebody to help Rhea, or do you just let her go at it all by herself?
Yeah, I don't know. Because Liv hasn't been backstage with the Judgment Day, right? The last couple times?
Not really. Not really. I know I saw the segment with Raquel and Finn, but I didn't. I haven't seen Liv at all.
Okay, I just think Rhea, she didn't get it last time when she came back. I think it's this time.
Yeah, I mean, it's first of all, Liv is a Cody Rhodes type of women's champion, and you know me well.
Nia Jax's very underwhelming run as champion too.
But a lot of people
that belt yes, no, I didn't have a problem with her getting it. I'm just saying this underperformed. Bayley underperformed when she got it. Io before that belt has not been relevant. It's supposed to be the bigger of the two, right?
Yeah, since the Bianca Becky, it really hasn't really been
so. And like I said, the last person I think was relevant. Who was that before that? Bianca, right?
I think so.
So I think since then, and actually the world title has been more relevant there with
because of who's been involved. Because Rhea Ripley is the bigger star in the women's division right now. So
she's it in the women's division right now.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So
I don't know what are they doing. I can't believe why are they treating Bianca like this. I don't understand.
I think that it's a build. It's a slow build. She's been.
I know why.
You think it's gonna be her and Jade, or
no? I know why that she hasn't.
Talk to me.
Triple H. You know why.
Or it could be her husband. Could be her husband being too
vocal. Or it could be a skin color.
I doubt that. I doubt
when the last time somebody of your complexion has been on a pay-per-view?
My particular specific
complexion? No, you know.
Me and B-Fab about the same complexion. No, I'm kidding. On a pay-per-view, let's see, what was last?
Not NXT doesn't count.
No. What was the last pay-per-view WWE had? Was it this is January, so it was
and the Samoans are your complexion, and they don't count either.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
If Sammy could be an honorary Uso, then they can be honorary.
No, but
honorary
uncle. Either they're not Hispanic, white, or Samoan.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm not saying it's really a racial thing, but it just seems like it. It seems like it.
Been a while. But wasn't Bianca in the War Games? Bianca was in the War Games match. Naomi was in the War Games match.
Yeah, I mean, before that, it wasn't anybody really. Before that, I mean,
really hasn't. Like as far as like singles, no. Like Kofi hasn't been. I can't remember tell you the last time. New Day's been on the pay-per-view. The Prophet's been on the pay-per-view. Omos been on the paper. I'm just like grasping for straws right now, but that's just
Carmelo.
Yeah, he's trash.
You don't like him?
Since he's gotten to the main roster, the dude he's been first round draft pick, flop, 100% flop. He's too little. He's too little.
Is he mixed?
No.
You sure? I saw his hair down. It was really curly, like my kids.
If mine gets long enough, it's curly enough too. You should see my daughters.
How about, is his girlfriend mixed?
Kalani Jordan?
Yeah.
I want to say yes.
So we're gonna have two. Man, you don't hardly ever see that, like almost two mixed people, like Samantha and Ricochet
and Trevor.
Both of them are mixed, right?
I believe so.
Or close to it, right?
I know Ricochet is.
They're both light skinned, right? You don't usually see,
No. We, it's kind of, you kind of look for the balance. You know what I'm saying? Because we could talk about. We could talk about if it's too close.
I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one out here in the IWC thinking that this is the case right now.
No, you're not. I just don't like pulling that card unless it's like blatantly obvious. I never
me either.
want to be that guy. Like I never want to be that guy. But if it, like a war games, you're right. That one really shouldn't count. But I couldn't tell you, man. I really couldn't tell you.
Well, I'm going back right now. Crown Jewel. I'm looking.
Okay.
I mean, they had a tag team match.
Who was on the tag match?
Bianca and Jade,
Oh, Bianca and Jade, yeah. They defended. They either defended or they won over there. It was a triple threat, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Carmelo Hayes was in there for the United States Championship in a Crown Jewel. And Cody Rhodes. All right, I won't do that. I know you hate that.
He ain't invited to my damn barbecue. Randy,
but
you good. Sammy, you good.
But
you might even be good too. Depending on your mood at the time.
You know what I want to do? Tuesday NXT is in LA.
Who's supposed to be
there?
Is that Trick and Obafemi?
Yeah. Hold on. It's called what?
New Year's
NXT.
New Year's Evil. No, that's not. It was.
New Year's Evil. Right?
I want to say yeah, unless that was the one they did.
No, they didn't have it. They didn't have anything on New Year's. Remember? Because it was
right. Yeah. So
it is New Year's Evil. Oh yeah, it's going to be matches are. Triple threat and Eddie Thorpe, triple threat. Roxanne and Julia, Jade Cora Jade, Kalani, Lola Vice, and Stephanie for the North American Women's Championship.
Okay.
Oh, bro, I might be taking some time off to go to this thing, man. It's a small venue too. It's only like 1,800 people.
Where is it at again?
It's in at the Shrine Expo Hall in LA.
Oh, Shrine. Okay, yeah.
So you got Lexis King versus Charlie Dempsey. Yep, I'm not going.
That's for the Heritage Cup, though. That's supposed to be matching tonight.
I don't care. No, I already have enough events I'm going for wrestling coming up.
Yeah.
I have 2 and a very possible 3rd for Revolution coming up.
Man, you listen. You might want to try to go to NXT. When are you ever gonna get a chance to see Lexis King live in person again? No,
I had tickets to go to NXT when it was in Florida before, but we ended up couldn't go because something happened. I couldn't. I think it was my aunt passed away and I couldn't go. Gigi still wrestling?
I haven't seen Gigi Dolan in forever.
Gigi, Shotzi, Tatum versus Fatal Influence.
Oh, in a 6-woman. Wait, Gigi, Shotzi, and who?
Yeah, the one it was in. All these girls were in AEW before, they weren't in AEW. They wrestled on dark matches.
Yeah,
I think Tatum was actually in AEW at the beginning.
She was under a different name.
Bria. Have you watched? When did you watch back the old AEW?
Yeah.
She's like on the first. I think she's on the first Dynamite.
Okay.
All right, guys. That's our Raw premiere. We're talking about before I want to go. We're gonna have our main man, John Cena, Word Life, showing up to start his final run. So we're gonna get into his final run now, guys. He will be there Monday for his final run. Some of the stuff we're going to talk about for his final run. This will be a 12-month run. 12 months of scheduled appearances. Tour begins on Raw's Netflix episode Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Features worldwide appearances throughout 2025. Includes major events of Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania. Concludes in December 25 when he will retire.
Okay. So we might get him for, well, we probably get him for Survivor Series too.
We need buzz cut John Cena.
You think so? You think it like buzz cut, Doctor of Thugonomics, throwback jerseys, and all of that stuff? Bring the Chain Gang back for a stretch.
Yeah, his final appearance will be Elimination Chamber 25.
Okay.
Oh, that's in March. No, it's not. No, it won't.
No,
That's in
Elimination Chamber's in Toronto.
It's in March, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be.
All right, some of the stuff I want to see with John for his last run. He deserves this, guys.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to be quite honest, I hope he wins the Royal Rumble. I do.
Yeah,
and I hope he goes to
he'll break a record doing that.
And I really, I'm not a big Ric Flair fan.
He'll tie a record if he breaks the Royal, if he wins the Royal Rumble. He'll tie.
I'm not a big Ric Flair fan.
Okay.
Never have been.
Want to see that record get broken? I just want to see records get broken anyway. I'm real big on history, and stuff like that.
I'm not an Eric Dickerson that doesn't want anybody to break his Russian record.
Too bad. Let's go Saquon. Let me not say that too loud. But we can't. I can't rep the Eagles in this house. Married to a Cowboys fan.
But yeah, you couldn't rep him when he was at the Giants either. But they're sitting him. He's not playing Sunday.
That's all right.
So for me, I want to see John go to WrestleMania, become a 17-time champion. I don't know what else I want to see out of John.
I want to see him win the IC belt too, so he can be a Grand Slam champion when he retires.
I want to see Sheamus win it too.
Have Cena win it, then have Sheamus take it off of Cena, or have
why?
Or you could. I mean, that was a rivalry. You can have Cena take it off of Sheamus to kind of give us that old when Sheamus first got there. And
man, I thought Sheamus was going to get that Grand Slam champion when he came back and was wrestling for the IC title, and the IC title is just going down the freaking waste, man. Now,
yeah, they fumbled it with Jay real bad.
If it ain't the major, what are you going to do? What are they going to do?
I don't know, man. I would.
No, I'm talking about WWE. If it's not major, what are they doing with these belts?
Nothing. They're just giving them placeholders so they can keep them on shop.
Isn't there talk about having a Bloodline championship?
I would rather not.
I heard it was.
I'd rather not. That would be the equivalent to the greatest Royal Rumble championship belt.
Which Braun Strowman's still the greatest Royal Rumble champion, all right?
Yeah. He still holds the record too.
I think he's going to be the longest reigning champion soon.
No,
he took it off of him. No, I don't care. No, actually,
I don't even. Didn't
they have another one? Didn't they have another one the year after that? Mansoor won, or was it just
that was just a battle royal? The greatest Royal Rumble was 50-man Royal
with
Rumble.
Braun Strowman, right?
Yeah, that was when Titus fell into the ring.
Battle Royal, right? It was in Royal Rumble, right?
Mansoor won a Battle Royal. Braun Strowman won a 50-man Royal Rumble.
So they counted that they didn't count it as the Royal Rumble, but they called it the Royal Rumble.
They counted a Royal Rumble, but not the Royal Rumble.
So what do you want to see out of John in this?
I want to see him win the IC belt. I want to see him break Flair's record. I want his last match to be against Randy Orton. I want to see a heel turn through all of this somehow, some way. Like, you got to do stuff character-wise that he hasn't done before. I don't want to see him do anything in the ring that he hasn't done. He's old. Don't try to Cena Destroyer no more. Forget the top rope leg drop. 6 moves of doom. Let's make short work of this. We in the Kevin Nash stage of our career now. We're not trying to work too hard. But character-wise, like I would love to see him, turn heel, or even just tease it, even if it ain't like a run. Just give us a little something. But break Flair's record. I wouldn't mind if he won the Royal Rumble. I would not mind that. I wouldn't mind if he won Elimination Chamber. I don't know what you would do with that, but I don't know, man. I just want this to be a successful farewell for John. I'm glad I'm at the age where I can admit that I like John Cena again right now on his way out.
You know what? I've always liked John Cena. I was never a John Cena hater.
I was because it was every week. It was Cena.
Well, same thing with people. Same thing people did with Roman.
It was giving me Red and Yellow Man vibes, and that's probably why I'm so low on Cody at the moment, because it's the same thing. This is Cody's run is a successful Lex Express. That's what it is, with a very underwhelming championship reign. But I mean, Cena is like, each generation has a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were kids, we knew who knew who was recognized as the GOAT. But like as you get older and you appreciate the business for different things, you start to see greatness from people in many different ways, and you kind of changes your opinion. And John Cena is like right there. Like I don't think he's like there's not going to be many negative comments about John Cena post retirement. He's just like he's really everything that you think a celebrity is. He's like really like the cliche good guy. So
we should give him a hill run for his last 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Let him go out as a heel.
Remember, he has the music already recorded. He said,
"Yeah, I got."
He has the singlets,
yeah, and the boots and all of that. I wonder if he still has that stuff.
Probably.
I bet he does. But it's gonna be fun, man.
Nah, he's not getting no hill run, man.
You don't think so?
No.
All the Make-A-Wish is gonna go out the door.
I mean, there's hills still do Make-A-Wishes.
Yeah, but it's John Cena though. Like, he's been a babyface since 2004.
I don't know. Maybe he's gonna be at Elimination Chamber. What is he gonna be doing there? You know what I'm saying?
He might have a singles match. He doesn't necessarily have to be in the chamber, but he might have a singles match. Big crowd, Rogers Center, big gate. So they might put him in there with somebody, and he might just be helping, PLE views, and I don't want to say buy race no more because it's not pay-per-view, but he's a draw. He's definitely going to bring eyes to the product, and as long as he doesn't job out this retirement run, I'm satisfied.
Yeah, he did that enough already. He already jobbed out since he been becoming part-timer, right?
Yep. Yeah.
It's no more jobbing out, guys.
I lost to Austin Theory. Give him that win back too. Losing that.
So I mean, I understand what he did. You know what I'm saying? I understand why he did it.
Yeah, but give him his win back.
To try to bring the guys back. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Bring them up. Bring the younger guys up. Put them over. Get their name out there and get noticed. But
who was still in charge when Theory was beating Cena at WrestleMania. So
the same guy that was in charge that had Theory come down and win the Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm, the old man, that guy.
Yeah, the same old man that beat Pat McAfee at WrestleMania.
Right. Pat still got a job though, so I'm pretty sure he took that loss with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I understand that and everything, but
still, no, I get it.
Like you said, I would like to see if he doesn't win the world title. I'd like to see him at least win the IC title or something, become a Grand Slam champion.
Do you think he wants to break Flair's record? You think it matters to him? I don't think it matters to him.
I don't think he's not really a Flair guy. I don't think.
No, he doesn't. He's never really stricken me as a Flair guy.
He said his goat. He said his goat is Roman Reigns.
At least he went that way with it, and he didn't say some other dude with blonde.
Who, the Red and Yellow Man?
That guy, yeah. Because,
Oh, I saw a post the other day about the Red and Yellow Man talking about him, that somebody gifted him a belt.
And he tried to sell it for $6,000.
Yep.
Should take his knees out.
Man, we were watching Rocky 3 after Christmas. And guess who shows up? The Red and Yellow Man.
Thunder Lips. Yes, he got fired for that too. Big Vincent J was like, yeah, no, you're not going to do both. Scram.
Yeah. But they brought him back.
His son brought him back. Because
I know.
He saw what was going to happen. Like, the whole vision changed. And
they made up money for him.
He did. He made enough money for everybody, but he also took a lot of money from people.
I know. So. But there was also rumors swirling around about John Cena's final WrestleMania appearance. Mm-hmm. That it's pointed to him facing Cody.
As long as he wins, I don't care. I don't care. As long as he wins. Beacon face.
They said it's not just being discussed, but it is scheduled for WrestleMania 41 as of right now. But we know how that goes.
Yeah, the card is subject to change always. Is why we didn't get.
That'll be good. You gave Cody he had his year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give John the belt. He had his year, and John might want to wrestle Roman for his last match and lose the title. I would.
Yeah, I would much rather see. Here's the thing: if you're gonna have somebody take a title off of Cena, it needs to be, in my opinion, it needs to be Randy Orton.
You know, because they said that The Rock is not scheduled for WrestleMania right now because of his schedule.
You're making more bad movies, huh, Dwayne?
Oh, his movies suck. Did you see that Christmas one?
No.
It's on Netflix.
On purpose. I know. And it's going to be getting scrolled by, too, on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to break the championship, I think.
He does. And like I said, if somebody's going to take it off of him, it needs to be Randy.
Why don't you go on and get you a John Cena shirt?
I might, because the retirement stuff is out. I like that shade of blue. I get emails from shop all the time.
I might get that final run shirt.
I like the blue one. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not investing in no damn spinner belt. That's the worst thing to ever happen to professional wrestling since the Fabulous Moolah. But I'm not really getting. I'm not, but all of the final run stuff, like I said, man, that shade of blue is solid. Get you some Penny Hardaways. They probably got a pair. We'll get you some Penny Hardaways to rock with it, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah,
they should let John go over to Noah and wrestle one match.
He don't want to do that.
I'm just saying, if I was a bucket list.
Yeah, because I don't think he's done any Japan unless the E went to Japan. He didn't do Japan.
No, because remember he was in I think a little bit of that local one in California for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to sign because of his look. Then went to OVW.
Yep.
And what was the name of it? His name there? The prototype with the spiked up blonde hair.
That looked terrible.
It was highlighted, right?
Yeah, it was highlighted. But that group though, like him, Orton.
That's probably the greatest developmental group ever.
That's the '96 NBA.
I don't know.
Professional wrestling.
I don't know that the one with Roman in was pretty good too.
Who else was in there with Roman? Roman, Seth, Dean.
They put a lot of. I can't remember who all it was, but it's a pretty good list. I can't remember the name, all of them.
I mean, we could make that happen. We could definitely do a compare and contrast about that one. But if you look at
just with John Cena and Randy Orton together, and Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah, and Batista.
Yeah, I'm saying this. Yeah, so I don't know.
Like Shelton is that odd fifth man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like he had a mediocre career, but he didn't. I'm not gonna say he's not as accomplished. He doesn't have the accolades that the other four guys have, but it's not like people don't know who Shelton Benjamin is. He's the most underappreciated of that five, the most underrated of that five, and he doesn't get mentioned enough with that group because he didn't get booked as favorable as the other four guys got booked.
Once they made
him dye his hair, it was a wrap.
They had for Roman's class Bray Wyatt, Big E, Luke Harper, Seth Rollins, Miro, Paige. Anybody else?
That's enough.
I know. That's what I said. It's close.
Enough. So then you can consider them like the 2003 draft class then of the NBA. Like
those two.
Roman's group was like Nash, Kobe, Iverson, them guys, and then Roman's group was like Bosh, D Wade, LeBron, Melo. Those, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of they're up there.
But Roman wasn't even he wasn't in the first pick of his own faction. He was like the third guy of those guys.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Big E. It was supposed to be Big E, and then they paired Big E with Dolph and AJ.
Yeah,
Roman ended up being Batista, pretty much, because Batista wasn't originally supposed to be in Evolution. Thank God he was, because Jindrak, I don't think he would have fit the bill.
No, I'm glad too.
But I don't I don't know if the Shield would have worked with Big E as the muscle though.
I'm just saying, like the bigger stars of that group they wanted was Seth Rollins was supposed to be the biggest one of them all.
Mm-hmm.
Then
The most accomplished
Mox.
career because they both had the most like experience. Roman was just off the football field into the training facility. Hey, this is my dad. I'm gonna try to do this. You know what I'm saying? And now he turned out to be bigger business wise than his other two counterparts. But like in ring work, like you got to go Seth 1, Mox 2, and that's no knock against Roman, but Roman is more of a sports entertainer. Mox and Seth are professional wrestlers. There's a difference. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. But yeah, he wasn't supposed to be the original muscle of the Shield, though.
All right, guys. We got John Cena's final run coming up for the next year. Please tune in to watch it to see how the booking's going to go. I might actually trust Triple H on this booking.
I would hope that he does it right because it's Cena.
Yeah. Next, we're going to talk about AEW going to smaller venues for their weekly shows and bigger venues for pay-per-views. But I was looking at these numbers on WrestleTix. You know that WrestleTix guy.
Mm-hmm.
GCW had a event in Atlanta, and they only sold 283 tickets.
Ouch!
That place holds like 1,000 people.
That's bad. You filled up a side.
Yeah, but I would talk about AEW. I'm glad they're going to smaller venues for the weekly show because they were taping off half the arena anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know reason why they didn't even try to open them up and sell them. They wouldn't even put them on.
Which would have made the situation much better.
Yeah, so it's good because Asheville was full with 3,400 people.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller a venue, that's good. Then you go to bigger venues like they did in Orlando, and they had over 7,000 people
for World's End. Yeah,
so that's good that they're doing the pay-per-views bigger, but more intimate settings for the weekly shows, which I don't mind.
No, because honestly, bro, like that's how we grew up. You think about it, we were watching like Wrestling Challenge, Superstars, and stuff like that, and they were in like college basketball arenas, and then when they went to the pay-per-views, they were doing the pro sports arenas and stuff like that. It's I mean, WCW was doing the same thing. WCW was hitting towns like the other promotions wasn't really going to, like in the South. How many times you ever seen Raw from Mississippi? You know what I'm saying? Like they were doing like smaller media markets to help expand. Like Tony Khan, like I get what he was trying to do from the onset. You want to come in, you want to be able to compete, but at the same time, like you got to work your way up to that.
Bro, go look at their 2019 shows.
Yeah, full.
14,000 people on the opening show.
Right. Well, I mean, the opening show, yeah, that makes perfect sense because it's something new and you want to see what's going on.
Then the next one, I think they went to Boston University, full. But that's good. I'm glad because look, for example, in November they went to Reading, Pennsylvania. They had 2,800 people. Okay, I get it. That's not a big place. I don't know. Reading? I don't know.
It's not big. I've been to Reading, Pennsylvania. It's not big.
So then they had Full Gear in New Jersey, and they had 10,600 people, which is good.
Right.
I mean, I like that. So, but they're not even open up. They're not even open up the whole Win Trust.
No, and they when they came here, the arena here, when we went, Mass Mutual Center, it holds like 8,000, maybe 8,600 times.
Yeah.
Not had the whole hard cam side tarped.
I don't know why they're doing that. That's why I'm glad they're going to these small, like Win Trust. They only had last time they went there in November during Thanksgiving was in Win Trust, right? 4,700 people. That place would have got sold out, man. Chicago's like that.
I want to say that's like close to 10,000.
That's they could get 10,000 people in there. So I don't know.
Like when they did the original All In at Now Arena, Hoffman Estates.
Isn't Fisher Event Center? Isn't that the Pacers?
Fisher? Is it Indianapolis?
Yeah, it is in Indianapolis.
Do you see a max capacity? I don't because they. I don't know the Pacers arena by Conseco Fieldhouse. I don't know. If they Fisher's Event Center.
Yeah,
is where the Pacers play. Yes.
You know how many people they had there? Which I'm glad they're not doing this no more.
That max
3,700 people.
Yeah, that's one of the smaller venues.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you? That's what I'm saying. They did that.
No,
so
this is
good.
not where the Pacers play. I'm looking it up now. This is not where the Pacers play. It's not.
No. Okay, but it's big still.
It's big enough. They say that it seats 7,500.
Okay, not as bad as I thought.
So what'd you say? 34?
They had 3,700 people there, so it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, it seats 7,500.
Okay, good. It's not as bad as I thought it was bad for a second.
Yeah. The Indiana Pacers their arena probably seats maybe 14,000, 15,000.
Yeah, but when they did that live event in Jacksonville, they did underwhelming numbers in there. That place holds over 10,000 people. WWE. They had 6,000 people there
because they had they tarping off the hard cam side.
How? It's a live event.
Well, I mean, still, I'm pretty sure. You think that he had the whole thing opened up?
I don't know.
And just didn't sell, or did he just sell and do it like he normally did it?
I'm not sure.
But them moving like this change. One, it shouldn't have been a change. It should have been like how he kicked it off. Because now, 5 years in, you'd be able to do your weekly shows at the arenas that you weren't selling out. Look at, and I really hate to keep doing this comparison, but I don't really have much to compare it to. Look at where Monday Night Raw started. And then where Monday Night Raw was 5 years after that.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm glad they did this shows in Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah.
That's 1,500 people. I mean, it's good. It's loud because it's a smaller place.
Yep. And it's a more appreciated venue too. A lot of people, who are real true wrestling fans, appreciate that venue.
They only did 12,000 at MSG after Christmas too.
That's regular.
I thought regular was around about 20,000, 18,000.
I don't think MSG holds 20. I don't think it holds 20.
I know when Ring of Honor New Japan did it, it was almost 20,000.
Does MSG hold 20?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just.
I don't think it does. I mean, 20 max, yes, but I'm not thinking like floor seats, chairs for like non-basketball related stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not. I don't want to compare WWE because WWE's very established.
They could fit. MSG seats 19.5, so yeah, 20,000 is definitely doable in there.
So like for wrestling, they usually do 18.5. That's why I was wondering. They probably had a lot of stuff taped off.
Maybe.
It's a live event too, so
yeah. But you gotta. I'm really
when they did the Kia Center in Orlando and they only did 7,800 people,
it looked empty.
You know why? Because they had World's End at the same day. I don't know why those two booked each other.
It's happened and it's happened before. It's definitely happened before.
But
it's good to keep going to the smaller venues. Like you're gonna.
I'm gonna go to.
You're definitely gonna see the change that he's making. I'm glad he's doing it.
Before we, we'll move off this topic. Well, I just want to see the events coming up real quick. And yeah, Bojangles, Charlotte. That's not as big. F&M Bank Arena, Clarksville, Tennessee. So, Athens, Georgia, smaller venue.
Mm-hmm.
Brady Music Center in Cincinnati, smaller. So yeah, they're going to the smaller ones. I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah, definitely gonna see. They going back to Daly's place?
Yep, of course. It's homecoming. That's what they call the event.
Okay.
Then Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, probably UAB. No, that's in Birmingham. But yeah, Huntsville probably on one of the college campuses.
HEB Center in Austin. Oceanside, California. That's right outside of San Diego. Yep, Revolution Crypto Arena, of course.
Yeah, good move. That's a good move. I'm really glad that TK is making this swap, and I think it'll help save his business, man. Like it'll definitely allow him to put more money elsewhere. If you cut that damn roster down, you might be able to save a couple more dollars too. But
yeah, but I don't know. It's not necessarily the saving money. It's just it could. I better feel for the event. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, because you don't. I mean, shows are enjoyable, but it's more enjoyable when because you don't really get. And I feel bad for his talent wrestling in these half-empty arenas because you don't get that. Like you still feel like you're getting like that indie pop,
Yeah.
because you're in this big building and it's so much empty space. Like you feel like you almost getting that indie pop. Like those guys and those ladies deserve to get like that authentic, full arena type of eruption, not just the dudes who then wrestled for 20 years somewhere else, got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and then want to come back after they break their leg jumping off of a cage and think they still got it.
I know. That was crazy.
Can't stand that dude, man.
No?
Waste. And I don't like Adam Edgy Copeland, whatever the hell his name is now. Can't stand him.
Never have?
No. Never been an Edge guy. It got
Okay.
worse when he became like the top guy when he was champion and everything. It got way when he started cutting promos. Remember when Edge just didn't say nothing?
Yeah.
When they gave him like when his brother got there and that dumbass 5-second pose and all of that stupid teenager adolescent sophomoric BS that they was doing, I was done, man. You can't go from that and then make me believe that this dude is a top star after he been a clown in a tag team for the last 6 years. Just not a fan. And he's injury prone. Like, come on, man, stay healthy.
All right. Well, guys, that's all we have time for. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Today we covered WWE Netflix premiere, John Cena's final run, AEW moving to smaller venues and using bigger venues for pay-per-views. We'll be back. In effect, you can expect the next episode every week. Quick reminder again how you can support the podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitter. Take care, everybody. Until next time.